Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is G. Harper here. Thank you so much for joining us another Sunday as we prepare to kick off a new series titled A Power to Change. Today I would like to deal with the power to change procrastination. The power to change procrastination. Many of you, as well as I myself, we understand the whole deal about procrastination. Many of us, we have jobs, we stay in careers far too long that make us feel uncomfortable. We're stuck, we can't move forward, and we're procrastinating on preparing our resumes, networking, and trying to move forward. Many of us, we procrastinate in reconciliation and trying to figure out, okay, now how am I going to move forward in this relationship, and how will I address this person? We procrastinate on moving forward with reconciliation. Even more so, we procrastinate into going back to school. You know you need to be certified in a particular area. You know you can make another 10 or 15,000 if you just go to school for another 2 years. But we procrastinate for different reasons. But I want to deal with something that's dear to my heart. How many of us are procrastinating in moving forward with your purpose and vision in life? Have you wrote down your vision? Have you wrote down the points of where it's going to get you to your purpose? How many of us procrastinate about doing the Lord's business? Let me remind you of a story that's recorded in Luke chapter 2. It is there. You know Jesus when he was working and he was talking in the synagogue, in the temple, if you have it. He was talking to some of the Sadducees, Pharisees, and the teachers, asking questions. And his parents went a day's journey back home, and they thought that Jesus was in the line. They thought that he was following them. And when they got home, he was not there. You know, Mary and Joseph and the family and friends, they was worried looking for Jesus. And they had to go a day's journey or two back to look for Jesus. And you know the story. They said, Jesus, why did you do this? Why didn't you tell us where you was at? And Jesus says, you know where I've been. He says, I've been here in the temple about my Father's business. How many of us are walking in that line back home, procrastinating, not even doing the Lord's business? Jesus stayed back to do what he was called to do. He stayed back to do and fulfill his assignment. And how many of you know at times it makes people feel uncomfortable when you're doing the Lord's business? It makes some people feel uncomfortable that they don't even understand what you are doing. And that's what happens. When you procrastinate, it's almost as if you're doing the norm. But when you step out of line and you do something different, you are proactive, you are moving forward in life, here it is. Some people will not understand. But I want to encourage you today. I want to just allow this first message to kick it off saying, are you going to procrastinate on your purpose in life? How long are you going to sit there and lay in bed and wish you were someplace else? How many times will you watch people on TV and on the internet doing things they love to do, but you haven't even cooked that recipe? You haven't even went back to school. You are procrastinating because why? You're afraid to move forward. Or perhaps procrastination leads to you looking perfect. Because you know when you move forward and you are fulfilling your purpose in life, here it is. There are times to where when you move forward, it will cause you to be transparent about yourself. It will cause you to show some of your weaknesses, but you procrastinate because you don't want to show your weakness. You don't want to do things in order for people to see your shortcomings, but here it is. Procrastination is the assassination of motivation. I learned that years ago. Procrastination, it is the assassination of motivation. Do not continue to sit there, wallow in your sleep, wallow in your misery, and not move forward in life. I challenge you today to not allow another opportunity to pass you by and you're procrastinating and not moving forward. So my challenge to you today, write down your purpose, write down your vision, learn how to move forward in life, and do not allow procrastination to stop you fulfilling your divine purpose. Until we meet again, this is G. Harper coming to you live, and I'm praying for you, and I look to hear how you have moved forward in life. God bless.